have you with us and welcome. My name is AD Roberts, and yes, I am your success coach, and we're simulcasting right now on TikTok and on YouTube. So, welcome in our YouTube family. So glad to have you here. I truly appreciate your presence. And my name is AD Roberts, and yes, I am your success coach. And every day when we come on live, there are two objectives that we have. The first objective, the first goal that we have is to create a sense of connectedness and community. And two, that in addition to loving on each other, we always have a topic that's designed to be empowering and impactful at a meaningful level. And so as we do that, today is not unlike any other day. We have a powerful talk conversation lined up for you, and so I can't wait to share it. So listen, if y'all are ready for today's talk, if you're ready for today's talk, put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. If you are ready for today's talk, let's go, let's go. Put it ready in the chat. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Thank you, Burke. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Savali. I truly appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you so very much. And so today's topic, it's thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Janet O. Good to see you. Good to see you. Today's topic is one that I believe, is going to be really impactful because, especially in light of the conversation that we had over the last 2 days. The last 2 days, if you have been with us, you may have I don't know if you missed it. If you've been here for the last 2 days with our talk about the power of changing environments, let us know. Just put me in the chat. If you were here for the last couple of days on that talk, put me in the chat. Because that conversation was one that was challenging, was it not? It was good, 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 good. It's one it was rather challenging because it puts us in a space where we realize that the life that we're living is heavily, greatly influenced by the environment that we're in. Show me the 5 people closest to you, and I'll show you your future. Show me show me your family, show me your home, show me your neighborhood, show me the community that you're in, and you'll see how that community that really influences us. It influences us how we see ourselves and how great our potential can be. Some environments are beautiful and conducive for growth and development and becoming the best version of yourself, while unfortunately, conversely, eh, other environments are not. Some relationships nurture and grow and allow you the room to flourish and to become the best version of yourself. Hey, Karen, I see you coming on in here. Welcome in. Where we become the absolute best version of ourselves. Unfortunately, sometimes we also are in environments and relationships and ties that don't speak to our greatest self, that don't support the best version of us at any way. And so I had a conversation over the last, I'll say over the last week. I've had something, this theme keeps coming up about shifting. This conversation keeps showing up as I am coaching, as I'm working with clients, as I'm speaking with friends and family. I have people in my space that are talking about leaving their home. They're leaving their city. They're moving beyond old relationships that no longer serve, whether they're business relationships, whether they're just friendships, whether there's family, whether it's a significant other. People are beginning to choose themselves. And if you're beginning to choose yourself, let me know. Put me in the chat. If you're starting to choose yourself more now than you've ever chosen yourself before, if you're loving on yourself just a little bit more than you've ever loved, sincerely, thank you. Fabulous, I see you up in here. Good to see you. It is absolutely imperative. And so I want to tie, yes, Janae, yes. So as you begin to choose yourself and love on yourself more and do the things that you require for you to become the best version of you. And welcome on in. And as we have any newbies, if we have any newbies, because we're simulcasting on both platforms today, we're on TikTok and we're on YouTube. And so welcome in everybody. And if you are a newbie, please put newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. Just put newbie in the chat so that we can recognize you, we can acknowledge you, because we're glad to have you in here with us. Because you can be anywhere. You can be on somebody else's live. Yeah, you can be on somebody else's live. Wow, sincerely says, after 26 years, I am choosing me. And it's not an easy thing. And so today, I'm flying off of the cuff because it's one that's really fresh, and I really didn't get a chance. The conversation, the notes that I have prepared for today, I don't think I want to use them. Because and here's the thing. Because so many of us are beginning to choose ourselves more. Because what we are doing, because we're choosing ourselves more, and because we are it's about empowerment, becoming a better version of yourself. Is that esturo? I don't want to mispronounce it. I do not want estu. I don't want to pronounce it. So, today I really want I want to give you the power to not only recognize, because yesterday, the last 2 days was about recognizing that the environment that you're in is absolutely vital when it comes to you creating the life that you want. All right. And in fact, what I'm going to do, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And so we were talking about the power of changing environment for the last 2 days, and some of the notes from it, like just some key points, that every environment, literally every environment carries a silent influence that shapes identity, decisions, and the path a person believes that they are allowed to walk in. And so many people are beginning to making the choice of loving themselves more, putting themselves as the main character in their own story, becoming focused enough to begin to choose themselves and making decisions that are in alignment with that. And some of that is causing us to move into new directions, canceling old relationships, canceling old business partners, canceling old leases, moving into new cities, moving into new places, because at the end of the day, the environment that you are in is either helping you or hindering you from becoming the best version of yourself. All right, now, today's topic is about becoming bulletproof. Why do I believe you need to become bulletproof? And we're going to be on this for a second. And I want you to realize that there's a power in becoming bulletproof, because in an environment, it's one thing to make a decision to become the better version of yourself, right? It's one thing for us to begin the process, being on the journey and all of that stuff. You're writing in your journals, you're doing your meditation, you are a part of the Oasis, you're part of the Oasis Mind Spa, you're doing your virtual hypnosis experience. You're doing your one-on-ones with me. You're doing some amazing things that's calling you into a new space, right? But here's the challenge. You're doing these amazing things, choosing yourself while still in the old environment. Does that resonate with anybody right now? If that resonates with you, if that's you, put me in the chat. If that's you, you are sitting there, you're beginning to choose yourself, you're doing the amazing thing, you are doing the inner work. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Glam. Thank you, Fabulous. You are choosing yourself. Thank you, Sincerely. You're doing the work. But as you do the work, you're still in the same old environment. You're in the same old job. You still live in the same house. You're actually still in the same relationships. You're doing it, but moving slowly. Okay, I got you. I got you, Nikki. You're doing that, but you're still in the same environment. And as we said yesterday, the environment, it literally dictates it from a subconscious perspective. Every environment that we're in has a matrix. Every environment that we enter into has a matrix, and that matrix is energetic. In fact, let me go ahead. In fact, all my newbies, come up here for a second. Let me go ahead and lay some foundational stuff for us in our talk. We live in an energetic universe. Okay? Yes, we live in an energetic universe. And because we live in an energetic universe, this universe has a language. Yes, this universe has a language, and that language is vibration. It is frequency. It is frequency. And so you say, well, wait a minute, AD, well, where does this frequency come from? The frequency in part comes from us. It comes from you. It comes from me. How? Because of the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. I like to call these the protocols of alignment. And that those protocols, those things, the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that we experience, they create a resonance. They create a frequency. That frequency that you're emitting, you literally walk around with this frequency every day, every moment of the day, 24/7, 365 days a year. You are broadcasting a signal. And so that signal is projected out into the quantum field. And the quantum field receives that signal and then is reflected back to us as reality. So, what does that mean? The world that you are experiencing is merely a reflection of what's going on the inside. And what supports that is the universal law of correspondence. As within, so without. As above, so below. As it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. Thank you, Fabulous, for the fest pops. And so what it says is that where your focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. Now, so if that makes sense, let us know. If that makes sense, put yes. If it does not make sense and you need me to go over it again, let me know so that we can do so, because I want to make sure that we are on the same page as we move forward. Thank you. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Nikki. Okay, y'all get it. You get it. You understand. And as you understand, this reality, it is the underpinning for which we operate and we do what we do every single day. So for our conversation today, becoming bulletproof, it's imperative, especially because if you understand that your environment dictates so much, especially in your subconscious mind. I want to read one thing from yesterday, and it's really important, especially right here when it comes to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind literally studies the environment constantly and makes conclusions about who a person is and what they're capable of doing. And so when you sit there and you understand the energetic matrix, every environment vibrates. And see, we just got through talking about the frequency of it. Thank you, Fabulous, for grabbing that daily heartbeat. Every environment vibrates with a frequency. Every environment vibrates. And it is a frequency in and of itself. In and of itself, it has its own frequency. Every place, just like when you go into a space and you feel uncomfortable, that's because of the vibrational frequency of it. There are spaces that you can go into and you feel absolutely amazing and you don't want to leave. That's because it has a frequency, it has a vibration. So when it comes to us in the environments that you're in, especially those of us who are now moving into new areas, and you're beginning to choose you, but you're still in the same environment, it is putting you in a space where you are struggling, Because what winds up happening as you're moving in the new direction, because you're bending to a new idea, right? You're bending to a new identity. So let's just say you're choosing to be more wealthy, or you're choosing to be more healthy. And so if you're choosing to be more healthy, that means you have a new identity, and your identity, how you see yourself, fosters what? Boundaries and standards. New standards and new boundaries, new standards and new boundaries. So as you have a set of new standards and you have a set of new boundaries, thank you, Wise, for that daily heartbeat. as you have a new set of standards and boundaries, I always say the greatest hater that you'll have is the old you. That's right. The old you. The old you whispers doubt. The old you whispers fear. The old you is like that boo that is waiting for you to make that post. Come on here. That, you know, that old boo that is sitting there, you moved into a new relationship, everything is going great. Then all of a sudden, you know, your new boo is kind of cutting up and they kind of getting on your nerves, and then you make the mistake of going on social media. Watch out now. You go on social media and you do a little post because you upset, you a little aggravated, and you do that post. And because you do that post, here it is. Because you do that post, here comes the old boo talking about, hey, big head. Hey, you. Anybody knows something about the old the old boos hopping in your DMs and text messages because they caught word that things weren't so wonderful in paradise. You know what I'm talking about. And so, with that being the case, your subconscious mind, the old you, is kind of like that. The old version of you is like looking at, sitting back, watching you. Oh, so you getting in shape and you exercising now. I see. What's up with them cookies sitting over there? What's going on? And so the problem that we face as we're moving into these new spaces with these new identities, new boundaries and new standards, because you don't eat like that anymore. You have new standards for yourself. You exercise now and you have boundaries where you don't eat after a particular time of day anymore. And you know, you're doing good. You're exercising and you're being a great person, right? But then out of the environment that you're in, sometimes is not conducive for you to be your best self. Watch this, how the haters happen. Watch it. You live in a household with a bunch of unhealthy people. You live in a household where people like you trying to do right. You trying not to eat the sweets. You trying not to eat all of the cakes and pies and drink all the sweet drinks and all of that kind of stuff. And you trying to make some good decisions about yourself. And then here comes your significant other. Here come them bad kids with all of them Snickers and candy bars and they got cookies, or they sitting up there, you walk in and they cooking, they frying chicken, They doing all kinds of stuff inside of the house. And so the environment that you're in is not conducive for you to be the best version of yourself. So it causes you to struggle. Been there, ain't never trying to go back. So sitting there, you trying to become this better. Hey, Trinity, good to see you in here. You trying your best to become the best version of yourself. You're trying to lose weight. You're trying to get in shape. You're trying to get off of that high blood pressure, diabetic medication. You changed your life. You changed your diet and you're doing real good. But the environment that you are in is not conducive for it, because here come the holidays and here comes everybody over to the house. They're around here. They're baking cookies and they got all of this. You walk in the house and it's smelling all delicious and wonderful and thing. And so the moment you're in this environment, here we go. So you see, an environment is either going to make it conducive for you to be successful or not so successful. So your environment matters. So, but here's the thing. What is a person to do? What is Tamara to do? What is Trinity to do? What is Nikki to do? What is James to do? What are you to do when you have chosen to become the better version of yourself, but you're still in the old environment? And see, the old environment is very familiar to the old you. That's the problem. If you're taking any notes, write that down. The old environment is very familiar with the old you. See, the old you, and remember, your subconscious mind loves what? The subconscious mind loves the familiar. The subconscious mind loves what it knows. Even if what it knows is uncomfortable, we call it the uncomfortable comfort zone. We love the familiar. We love repetition. We love what we know every single day. That's why they came up with the old dumb saying, talking about, "Oh, I just deal with the devil we know, the devil I know." You understand? You understand, right? And so as you're beginning to do that, and you're beginning to embrace and embody this new version of yourself, now the old you, we already know, we've established that the old you, the old version of you is going to always be the greatest hater that you will ever have because it wants to maintain relevance in your life. Then you still in the same environment. What happens then? That puts you in a position. You hate it so many. You deal with the devil. You know you heard it too many times. It alters your vibration and your frequency. See, you go into a whole nother level, Tamara, but that's good. So here it is, as you're doing so well, the old you is being the greatest hater. You're still in the old environment. The old environment and the greatest hater, the old version of you, they're in cahoots. They are in cahoots. They are in cahoots. They are in cahoots. They are working together because they want to maintain relevance in your life. The old you and the old environment, everything is old except for you because you understand, because you learn, you've been on AD's live, and you know that old keys don't open new doors. There's my boy. Good to see you in, Antoine. Welcome in, welcome in. Old keys don't open new doors. They don't. And so as old keys don't open new doors, you got two things that you have to battle. You got to battle the internal dialogue and the external dialogue at the same time. You got the old version of you that is whispering in your ear, telling you all of the things, making you doubt your new decisions, making you doubt and question your new path. You have the environment that you're still in. You're still in the old environment. The old environment is conducive to the old you. The old you knows this old environment, and there are triggers inside of the old environment. They're like just like when I do smoking cessation programs. One of the things that I tell my clients to do, I need you to remove all of the cigarettes from your purse or your bag. I need you to take all of the lighters and get rid of them out of the house. I need you to get rid of anything that can be a trigger that will remind you that you were identifying yourself as a smoker. But the environment, and so until you change the environment and prepare the environment to host the new version of you, it is like eating a new meal on an old dirty plate. Does that resonate with anybody? It's like, can you imagine? You sit there and you spend hours and hours and hours. Ooh, this is good. You spend hours and hours preparing a meal. You're cooking. You do all a little chopping. You know how you have to do. You got to chop and you have to do all of that kind of stuff. And you got to get ready. And then you go in there and you're doing the seasoning. And then you're mixing everything up. And then you fix it up and it's real nice. And all of a sudden you realize that you don't have any dish detergent, that you don't have any dishes. And the only dish that you have, the only thing that you have is some old, dirty, molded dishes. And you have no choice whatsoever but to eat off of them. You can't unsee that now, coach. You can't unsee that. Good. Some old, dusty, rusty, nasty, grimy, old plates. It destroys your meal. That's exactly right, Wise. That's our entire point. You're doing all of the beautiful work. You've created a beautiful, beautiful meal. But you have to eat it off of an old plate. A plate that has meals from 2 weeks ago. It has the remnants of old arguments. It has the remnants of old conversation. It has the remnants of past pains and past disappointments. It has the residue of trauma that triggers you into spaces where you feel not the best version of yourself. I'm trying to tell you. Time to clean it all out. So this is the pony. This is me ponying up to what we've been talking about for the last 2 days. Changing your environment. But what if you can't change your environment? What if you can't change your environment? You do all of this work. So in order for you to stay within this environment, you have to become like firemen. You ever seen a fireman get ready to go battle a fire? What do they have on? Does a fireman, when they go to fight the fire, do they have on shorts and a t-shirt when they go in? Do they have shorts and a t-shirt on? Exactly not. They don't have, when they go into the fire, they have on full gear. When our military, we got any veterans in here? Any veterans in here? Oh, y'all gonna love this. We got any veterans in the room? Any veterans in here? Everett says, I'm walking in mid-sermon today. We're not preaching today. They are prepared. We have some military. Okay, fabulous. We got some military. Got to have all your tools to get the job done. So when your military, when the firemen go in and they're going to go do what they do, they have on their full regalia. They got on their jackets, they got on their pants, they got the boots on, they're layered up, they got their hat on that's made in the material like a helmet. They're ready to go. Our military, if you're a veteran, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You got your, what they call them, BVDs, you got them things on, you got your BDUs or something. BDUs, I think that's what y'all call it. You got on the whole thing. You got on your uniform. And that uniform, and here's the thing. The uniform, it does a few things. It does a few things. The first thing that the uniform does is it lets you know that protective gear. The first thing that the uniform does is it it reminds you of who you are. First, foremost, this is fresh right off the rip. No notes. The uniform, when you put it on, it is a clear designation and indication as to who you are now in this moment. It is your uniform. It is your regalia. It is your armor. It lets you know, it reminds you that you are who you say you are. You have earned this. You put it on. You have earned it. You've taken the courses. You've been through all of the work. You've been through basic training. You've done all of the stuff. And now, because you have done this, you got a uniform on. And the uniform, first and foremost, tells you, it reminds you of who you are and the path that you have chosen for yourself. So when you look at the uniform tells you who you are. Then the uniform also projects that image out to the world. The world then can see you in your uniform. Walk with me now. Walk with me. The uniform denotes to the world who you are, what your standards are, what you're about, what you're ready to handle, what you came here to do. You're not a looking. So if you're a fireman and you show up to a fire and you had on shorts and a t-shirt, the people wouldn't let you beyond the fire line. They wouldn't let you beyond the line because number one, they don't recognize you. They don't recognize you. You don't present well. You're not even ready to go in there and do work. They don't even know who you are. But the moment you show up with the full regalia on, there's no question, there's no doubt about who it is that you're showing up as. So when you choose to put on the full armor of who you are, you can be invited to the party. You can go in and you can go in and you can do the work that you came here to do. They're going to let you in. They recognize you. The world recognizes you as a fireman. You know you're a fireman because you've done all of the work and you got the medals and the badges underneath all of that stuff to let you know that you are that chick and that dude. And here's the thing. 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 It's super important. It's super important that as you realize this right here, oh gosh, this is good. The universe responds to vibration, right? The universe gives to us not based upon what we want. It doesn't give to us based upon what we ask for. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. So there's an armor that you need to have. You need to become bulletproof. You can't walk into that fire. So here it is. You're working in your new capacity. You see yourself as the new person, whether you're the new travel broker, whether you're a wealthy person, whether you're a new business developer, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you're a coach, whatever you're moving towards, whatever you're moving towards in your life, whoever you are becoming, you're becoming happy, you're becoming healed, you're becoming whole, you're becoming the better version of yourself. And as you do that, you have to wear the full armor of it, because the moment you show up with a kink in your armor, here comes the old version of you able to whisper bull crap in your ears about how your little relationship going, how that little diet you got going on. How you got what's going on with your new little situation there? You know, I heard you launching a new little business. Thank you, Monique. Because anytime when y'all do that right there, Monique, when y'all put them gifts up there, I teach you a little bit better. Yes, I do. So here it is. Here, the moment you have a chink in your armor, yeah, that's right, Antoine. It is a wow for sure. The moment you show up, thank you, Nikki. The moment you show up and you got a kink in your armor and they see you sweat, they see a moment, you have to walk in full regalia and bulletproof, because sometimes there has to be a season. There is a season in which there's a season that you have to be in the stink of it while you are becoming the better version of you. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Fabulous. Sometimes while in the stink and the thick of it, while you're going into the fire, you need to have on the full regalia. You got to have on that protective gear, because if you don't have that protective gear, thank you, Karen. If you don't have that protective gear, I'm trying to told you, the fire will consume you. It will eat you alive. And so half of the problem with many of us, as you're looking to move into new areas, to new spaces, the best version of yourself, you're becoming wealthy, you're becoming independent, you're becoming focused, you're becoming clear. All of those things, all of those things, all of those things, you're becoming the best version of yourself. But recognize that you're still in the same environment. So in that moment, you have a choice. Either change environments or bulletproof yourself. And today we're talking about becoming bulletproof. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, yeah. In fact, going on and fire them them goats up there. Going on, somebody put them the greatest of all times off in there. Fire them goat things up in there. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the goat. Go on and put it on up in there. Because that's it. That's it. Thank you, Wise. Because definitely, I'm the greatest of all times. Trust me when I tell you, because when I'm on it, I'm on it. Right now, in this moment, you are struggling with making a complete shift because the environment that you're in. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Amy. You are struggling because you're still in the same environment. And so now, because you're still in the same environment, dog, you know, I like that. Let me cook. Yeah, I'm gonna cook. I'm cooking with gas now for sure. I'm cooking with gas. When you are still stuck in the same environment, when you're stuck in the same environment, it causes the limiting beliefs the old you is whispering in your ear. It's making you doubt your decisions. It's making you second guess how amazing you are. It's making you stumble and trip over things that really aren't there for you to stumble and trip over. So you have to become bulletproof. When I work with my professional athletes have some weight on them. Y'all put weight on them like not before. Like it's insane. I had a young man. That's right, bulletproof. Thank you, Glam. I worked with this young man. He played for Washington. This was a few years ago, and his agent sent him to me for me to work with him. And I work with a number of professional athletes. And when you are a professional athlete, the you're in the public eye. You're front row and center. And because you are front row and center, everybody has an opinion about you. Everybody has an opinion about how well you play or how terribly you play. And unfortunately, this young man, he was a rookie, and he had a bad season. He had a very, very bad game. It's story time. And he made one bad, very bad play. And because of that play, it caused him, they believe, that caused them to lose the game. That young man, because of that one mistake, now he's an amazing player. Played so well, he played well in high school, played well in college. He was heavily recruited all around the country. He was drafted into the NFL. Rookie season, made a rookie mistake. And so when he made the mistake, the media jumped on it. Had him all the highlight reels. Social media took a hold of it. The young man started to get death threats because of this one mistake. Because I understand that y'all gamble and y'all, many of y'all bet money on these games. So, and then y'all do the what's that thing? The fantasy football thing. I get it. I get it. I get it. And that fantasy football and that stuff, it's doing what it does. The young man started to get death threats because of what he did. And now he was beginning to play timid. He was beginning to play not like himself. He wasn't the superstar anymore because he was so concerned with how people would perceive him, and he did not want to make a mistake. Anybody ever been in a space where they did not do what they needed to do because they were making mistakes? Anybody? Anybody ever been in a season where they were afraid to pull the trigger on some things because they didn't want to fail? Why says I'm in that now. Nikki says I'm in that now. Me a couple of weeks ago. You want to be in a you didn't pull the trigger because you were afraid to fail. You didn't want to make the mistake. You didn't want to be perceived or seen as a loser. You don't want to fail. You don't want to lose your resources. You don't want to lose your money. And so this kid, I'm going to call him a kid because he was a young man, just graduated from college again, fresh rookie year in the NFL. But he had a bright career ahead of him. But he was starting to play as if he were a scrub, because he wasn't playing all out. He wasn't playing it. He wasn't playing like, as the old folks would say, like, playing the meat out to the meat out of the greens. He wasn't playing that way. He wasn't playing his best. And so his agent reached out to me because he was referred, because he was training with a friend of mine. And so his agent reached out to me and said, hey, AD, can you work with this guy? He's a phenomenal athlete, but this is what happened. So I created a program called Bulletproof. And in that thing, I go through this imagery where I help to shape, and he begins to see himself as surrounded by support that is loving, that he's surrounded by people that care for him, that he's surrounded by teammates that are willing to play and to sacrifice right alongside of him. But in the same moment, that he had to become bulletproof. And so I create this type of program for my athletes, some of my high school athletes, especially my basketball kids. Here you are, you're sitting at the free throw line, and what are they doing? They make all of that noise. They're making all of that noise. They're making all of the noise, and so you can't focus. So I created a program that was designed specifically for them called Bulletproof. And so today I want to help you to become bulletproof. I want to help you to become bulletproof. And so this is what I'm going to do right now. We're at the top of the hour. We're right. So we're good. Hey, Divine, good to see you on. Thank you so much for those best pops. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. If you are a newbie in here and this is your first time, let us know that you're a newbie by simply putting newbie in the chat. And if you put newbie in the chat, let us know so that we can love on you. I truly appreciate you being in here. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much, Karen. I truly appreciate my hat because that makes me feel good. Yes, 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 yes. All right, we're already at 47K. We're almost at 50K, so we're dead on target for hitting wrapping up the week with our 100,000. We'll have our 100,000 likes before we get out of here. And so listen, if any part of this is resonating with you, if you want to work with me, my books are open. Yes, I am a success coach and clinically certified hypnotherapist. And so if you want to work with me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin this. I'm going to pin this form right up here. If you see that, y'all see this white banner down here where it says fill out the short form. If you would fill that form, if you would fill that form out, if you want to work with me one-on-one, this is a good season to do it, especially as we begin to move into the new calendar year. So go ahead and if you would click on that and complete the entire thing, even go all the way to where you are, because you're invited to create, fill out your intake questionnaire, and that will let me know that you're absolutely serious and you begin to schedule, you can schedule your discovery session with me. So excellent. And so if you want to do that, I invite you to it. There are three ways of engaging with us right now. One is just coming here on this live. That's right. Coming here on this live. We're here Monday through Friday from 12 to 2. Monday through Friday from 12 to 2 every single day. And again, every day that we come on here, we have a topic that's empowering and impactful. And we also create a strong sense of connectedness and community. So that's the first way of being connected, is to come here to this live every single day. The second way is that if you love what you're doing, if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe, I want to invite you to become a part of the Oasis. That's our next level. Again, if this is your vibe, this might be your tribe. So the Oasis is our channel on Discord. That's right. The Oasis is our channel on Discord. And it's you see that little Nikki, you see the little orange little arrow? If you hit the orange arrow, it'll pop back up. Do you see the orange arrow? You can do it right there. All right. So in the Oasis is our channel on Discord. And so if you want to be a part of the Oasis, it's super, super powerful. You're more than welcome, Nikki. It's super powerful because inside of the Oasis, we have guided meditations. We have pre-recorded hypnosis sessions. We have so many valuable tools that are in there. We also, every Monday morning at 9 a.m., we have a virtual hypnosis. No, we don't. Inside there, we have Monday morning meditation. That's it. Monday morning meditation, where we do it live at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's no registration or anything that you have to do. All you have to do is, and there are a couple of ways to become engaged in the Oasis on Discord. One, click on this picture. This is a good looking guy right here. And once you click on that picture, you can become a super fan. And as you become a super fan, that automatically pushes you into the Oasis. You get an invitation. So first you have to make sure that you have Discord as on your device. And then once you become a super fan here on TikTok, you automatically get invited into the Oasis. Now, if you're having challenges, whether it's a financial challenge or a technical difficulty in getting into the Oasis, just message me me, Fine Wine. Oh, Fine Wine is here. Good to see you on, superstar. You came right in time. I was just about to mention you. You can reach out to one of our moderators, either Mimi or Fine Wine, or Janae, and they will help you to get into the Oasis. All right. Also, good to see you, Henson. Welcome in. Welcome in. All of our mods are coming in on it at the same time. Henson works with our coaches and entrepreneurs because they're inside of the Oasis. We also created a wonderful experience in the Oasis for women. We have a women's safe space, and there women are talking about all kinds of stuff, the conversations that you need to be having that you're not having with your parents, you're not having with your mom, your sisters, your aunts. They're talking about endometriosis. They're talking about their emotional issues. They're talking about things that they're wrestling with in their family. They're talking about menopause, all of those things. So, some of those conversations, women often feel uncomfortable, having, outside in the other world. So this is a great space that we've carved out. And so I'm really excited that you guys can be in the Oasis. So you're welcome to connect with us there. And then the last place that we can do is becoming a part of becoming a member of the Oasis Mind Spa. And as you become a member of the Oasis Mind Spa, that's when you do the one-on-ones with me, or you're a part of our virtual hypnosis experience. Go ahead and pull your calendars out. Pull your calendars out. Inside and let's go ahead and put this out there. I am hosting on December the 23rd. That's right, Tuesday, December the 23rd. I am hosting a virtual hypnosis experience. That virtual hypnosis experience is normally $95, but because you've been here with me today, you can get it for $49 simply by using OMS 49 and the discount piece. So glad to have you guys. And this month's theme is super, super powerful. This month's theme for the virtual hypnosis experience is healing the inner child. Healing the inner child. And you want to heal the inner child, especially as you're becoming the better version of yourself. It is the virtual hypnosis experience, December the 23rd. That's December the 23rd. And I'm going to let everybody know in the Oasis, I'm going to be putting stuff up in there. That's December the 23rd. That's a Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you definitely, and if you want more information, just reach out to one of our mods, or you can DM me and keep it simple. It's part of the questionnaire piece too. The other thing that I want, if any part of this, watch this, if any part of our conversation, and don't go anywhere, anybody, because we're going to continue with this really, really powerful conversation. If any part of what we have been talking about has resonated with you at any true and meaningful level, I want you to, do y'all see where it says Cracking the Abundance Code down here, this banner right here? Do y'all see this banner here for the TikTok shop? If you see it, yes, okay, good. I authored this book, Cracking the Abundance Code, because your natural state is abundance. I authored this book and released it in the spring of this year, and it has really been impactful. It's really helped to shape the lives of a whole lot of people. And I'm so excited about the response that we've gotten. Thank you, Fine Wine. I truly appreciate the roses. Thank you so much. And so if you've not grabbed your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, you need to grab your copy of it right now. And all you have to do is to click right here where it says Cracking the Abundance Code right here in the TikTok shop. All right. And so this book right here is totally transformational, because the very first thing that you got to realize is that your natural state is abundance. Who you are, your natural state is abundance. So if you're not experiencing, thank you, AB, for the goats. If you're not experiencing that type of wealth and abundance, it's not that you aren't doing the right things, because some of you are doing the meditation, some of you are doing your journaling, some of you are doing all kinds of amazing things. Like you're lighting your candles, you're doing your thing. And and so if you're having problems with it, if your phone is glitching, Nikki, just DM me. We'll get you squared away. Okay, just go ahead and DM me, because I want you to be able to do it. So If you look at Cracking the Abundance Code. I wrote this book so that you can be in alignment with the wealthiest version of yourself, because that's who you are. The very nature of who you are and who you're becoming is in alignment with wealth, abundance, and prosperity, because that's your source. That's where you came from. The problem is, if you're not experiencing that wealth and abundance, because we laid the foundation. We were talking earlier that we live in an energetic universe, and the universe does not give us what we ask for. That's part of the problem. You're asking for wealth, you're asking for abundance, you're asking for money to come to you, you're asking for opportunities. The universe does not give us what we ask for. Do you understand that? The universe does not the universe does not give us what we ask for. Let's go ahead. Listen, let's celebrate Nikki for becoming a super fan, and becoming a super fan, and welcome her into the Oasis. So glad to have you with us. And so when you get Cracking the Abundance Code, it is going to help you to move beyond those limiting beliefs that you may be holding on to. Because, like I said, you're doing the work, but it's the limiting beliefs that you're holding on to that keep you in a vibrational disharmony. And so, because we live in an energetic universe, the universe does not give us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. And so, how you see yourself right now, the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience, they are codified. They're literally locked in space and time, and they cannot breathe, they cannot move, simply because you are operating from a place of limiting beliefs. And sometimes you don't even recognize it. You don't even know what limiting beliefs you're holding on to. But inside the very first chapter in the book, in Cracking the Abundance Code, is what? It is addressing limiting beliefs. Is addressing those limiting beliefs. I'm going to teach you what those limiting beliefs are. I'm going to show you how they show up in your life. And then as you recognize them, you can be able to deal with them. Okay. And as you deal with them, it puts you in a space where you literally begin to shift your identity. So when you recognize it, once you recognize it, then you can begin to move into a totally new direction. All right. And that now direction is our very next chapter. Very next chapter is on quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. So you don't have to follow the traditional steps of, having to do all of these things, but you need to be a vibrational match for the thing that you want to experience. If you and remember, abundance is not just about money. Abundance is about having great relationships. It's about cultivating a beautiful peace within yourself. Abundance is having great health. So all of these things that we want to attract into our space, I wrote Cracking the Abundance Code so that you can become a vibrational match for it. So go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code right now. And when you do that, we're going to go ahead and ship that out. It'll be to you before Christmas. We'll ship that out. You'll get a copy of, I'm going to sign it. I'm going to personalize. I'm going to put your name inside of the book. And I'm also going to put a little gift inside of here too. So if that resonates with you, go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking Abundance Code now. All right, don't go anywhere. We're getting ready to kick our talk right back off. And then let me put this up here. Where my meditation folks at? Where y'all at? Where my meditation people? If that's you, put me in the chat. Put me in the chat. Put me in the chat. I created something called the Triple Bliss Meditation Candle Set. And these candles are absolutely powerful. And one of my favorite ones, the very first one in the Triple Bliss set, is the Abundance Candle. And the Abundance Candle, it smells absolutely amazing. These candles, oh, that's awesome, that's awesome, that's awesome. Thank you, Nikki, for grabbing your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. I congratulate you on. Let's congratulate Nikki for, listen, Nikki is showing out. Nikki has joined the Oasis. Nikki is not playing around with y'all. Nikki has Nikki has grabbed her copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. So y'all, let's celebrate Nikki. Let's celebrate Nikki. Thank you so much. All right, welcome to the family, Nikki. Oh, they about to love on you, so it can get a little overwhelming. All right, so here it comes. Here it is. Oh, no, yeah, we don't do that stagnant for 10 years. Amy says she got hers. They smell great and burn well. Okay, watch this. Here we go. These candles are for work. This is not your candle to sit there and, oh, they just smell real, real nice. Yes, they do smell amazing. But let me break it down to you. They're 100% soy, natural soy-based candles. They have a cotton wick, and they are infused with essential oils. For the Abundance Candle, they are infused with bergamot, lemongrass, and lodestone oil. And the lodestone, if you know what a lodestone or what a lodestone is a magnet. And so what it does is it helps to draw and attract the thing, the intention behind it. This candle is for abundance. So it is going to attract wealth and abundance into your life, especially during your meditation time. And you know, we were talking about environments. This helps to cultivate an environment that brings in that kind of vibrational frequency. The language of the universe is frequency. And so everything has has an energetic signature. And the energetic signature of this candle, this abundance candle, is for wealth, abundance, and prosperity. And with the lodestone oil in it, it helps to draw that abundance to you. I use this every day. I'm telling you, I have one on my desk. I have one on my desk. I have them in my office, in the studio where I actually meet with clients. And we also use them in our, like when we do our Monday morning meditation, we use them there too. So this is the first one in the set. The next one is one of my absolute favorites. It is the heal candle. So the first one was abundance. This one is the heal candle. It is made with essential rose oil, and it also has rose petals in it. And it absolutely smells amazing. It is delicious, to say the least. So you definitely want to get this, because if you're trying to create a space that is healing, you definitely want to grab this. And so when you know these type of candles are designed for work. So this healing candle, it helps to usher in a bunch of healing into your space. And if you know the power of rose oil, rose is the highest vibrational frequency when it comes to aromatherapy. When it comes to healing, it is very difficult for you. It's very, very difficult for you to be depressed using rose oil, essential rose oil, or having that going on. So lighting this candle during your meditation time is absolutely top tier. It is going to be amazing for you. And last but not least, bringing up the rear, you have to be happy. And therefore, I made the happy candle. And in this one, it is infused with lemon verbena, one of my absolute favorite smells. Uh, oh man, it's delicious. Like it smells almost like lemon head candy, but better. Lemon verbena is spectacular. And so with the yeah, oh, you like the ones with the earthy tones, so you'll definitely love the one with the bergamot in it. And so the like bergamot, patchouli, all of those are aligned. That's in the abundance candle. So that's what you'll love. And so in this one, this is lemon verbena, and the lemon verbena is absolutely amazing. You stayed at those 5-star hotels and resorts and spas and all of those things. It's right, that thing is in here, and they're all infused with the lodestone oil, which helps to attract wealth, abundance, healing, happiness, and all that kind of stuff. So listen, I'm gonna leave this up here for a few seconds. Go ahead and grab your triple bliss meditation sets. Also grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. There, right there. And if you want to work with me, all you have to do is click that little orange arrow and do that submission right here on TikTok, and we will get you squared away. So I'm excited. I'm gonna leave this up here for 5 more seconds, and we're gonna keep talking we're on our topic. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, perfect. I'm going to unpin that, and let me see. You don't. It's Let me see if I can pin it again. It typically allows me to use. Oh, hold on. Let me unpin these, and let me remove them, and they may allow me to do it again. And if not, Nikki, you can just DM us, and we get you squared away. It's no big monster. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's still, the contact form is still there. It's an orange piece. There it is. All right, you got it. All right, perfect. All right. So now that we're back with our conversation. So again, if we have any newbies in here, if we have any newbies in the room, let us know that you're a newbie by simply putting newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. Put newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. Please, please do that, because we're glad to have you in here. We appreciate your presence. We really, really do, because y'all could have been on anybody's live. You surely could be, but I'm glad to have you in here, because every day Every day when we come on here, yes, again, just need introduce myself. Janet, oh, the Janet says she's a newbie. And you know what? And I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that, Janet, because the session that we had together yesterday, you are a brand new person. Trust me, and trust me and believe. So, all right, you're allowed to do that. But if you are a newbie in here, recognize that we come in here every day from 12 to 2, Monday through Friday. And every time when we come on here, we come in here to empower, to uplift, to impact the lives of everybody on here. This is your space. That's why one of the goals is to create a sense of connectedness where we love on each other and all of that good stuff, because it's tough out there. Hey, Alina, good to see you. Good to see you in here. Yeah, my spirit guides placed me in here right as I needed to hear it. Yeah, this is and you're not the first person to say that, so I'm glad I'm glad to hear that. That makes my heart feel good. Hey, Delisa, good to see you on as you come up in here. So glad to see everybody as we close out this week. And our topic today is bulletproof. So how is it that you become bulletproof? The first thing that you have to become. Hey, Samina, good to see you. Namaste, namaste. Good to see you in here. Oh God, where did these like this happens every day? Listen, y'all don't follow. I don't know what's going on. They continue to do this restriction thing where and we just having a conversation. I just don't know. So what's going to happen? They're they are going to begin limiting our access to the FYP right now. That's what they're doing. They're probably going to do it for the next 20 to 30 minutes. And so our numbers often drop. I don't know. There's some change in the algorithm. They have this AI bot thing that's listening to every word that we say. And so if one of those words that's said falls outside of the scope of what they believe we should be doing, it's going to give us the restriction. And so if y'all would share this live out, like right now in this moment, push, push, push. But I need y'all to tap, 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 tap. Yeah, it says, yep, the AI said I was under 18 on my live and I got age restricted. It's so crazy. I listen, I don't, yeah, yeah, I'm with you. And so, right, right, you do. You do. So, and you see our numbers are literally crashing right now. Our numbers are going down. So we were at 50 something, now it's at 36. So if y'all can just right now, just share the live out. If you will do that, I truly appreciate you. The other thing, we're gonna tap, tap, tap away. And in spite of, we're gonna continue to do what we do because we empower the lives of people every single day, because that's the goal. I'm not going to acquiesce to the mediocrity of foolishness. Um, listen, and it's so crazy. I'm not going to bend to it, because what it is that the work that we are doing is absolutely vital and important to changing the lives of everybody in on this live and the people that we're connected to. So thank you so much, Amy. Thank you. I see you sharing it out. Thank everybody. Thank you, everybody, for sharing it. Thank you, Trinity. Thank you for the populace. Thank you so very much. I truly appreciate you. So, how do you become bulletproof? The first thing that you have to realize is that you need to put on the full armor of who you are. That's the first thing. Because you need to recognize every day who you are. So even while you're in an environment that is not conducive, thank you so much. Even though you are not in an environment that is really conducive for you becoming the new version of you, you still have to walk in the full armor of who it is that you see yourself as. You still have to walk in the full armor of that. And so the first thing is you have to put on your uniform. Like for me, I when I put on my branded shirts, when I put on my live rich or I am rich shirts or I'm a hypnotist, when I put on my affirming shirts, y'all notice that this is my uniform. This is my uniform, and y'all will see that because many of y'all when we do the when we do our one-on-ones together, we do our sessions, I don't have on these shirts. I have this specifically for I have a whole gang of these janks and they're specifically for our time together on TikTok. And so I put on the armor. So what it is to me, again, it is a signal for me to embody the version of myself. The second thing, it is a signal to you guys as to who I am. And so, just as I walk in the embodiment of who I am and I start to live in it every day in and day out, you have to put on the armor to let yourself know who you are. So if you choose to be, if you're choosing to be wealthy, put you some wealthy clothes on. Shift the environment. You have the environment of your internal self. You have the environment of your house. And so let's just say you're in a space. That's right, Nikki. It's important to just start doing that, cleaning up the house. And so if you're trying to incorporate more wealth, abundance, and prosperity into your life, what do you want to do? You want to shape that environment. It helps you to become bulletproof because you need to protect yourself energetically, mentally, and emotionally from the vibrational frequency of the environment that's around you. So just as a fireman will go into a fire with his full regalia on, you need to go into the full regalia. You need to go in back into your situation because you still live in the same house, you still live in the same city, but you are moving in a new direction. So part of your armor is blinders. You need to begin to focus on what's most important to you. Because if you begin to believe the reports of your eyes and ears, those reports of your eyes and ears are going to have you in a space. They're going to have you in a space where you begin to doubt yourself, where you begin to doubt how great and how amazing you are. You may begin to feel alone if you believe the reports of your eyes and ears. You know, we did that talk a couple of months ago, and where we were talking about the power of not believing the reports of your eyes and ears. And because we're not believing the reports of our eyes and ears, it allows us to move in faith because the reports of your eyes and ears can only give you, the reports of your eyes and ears can only give you a reflection of what is factual. It doesn't operate off of faith. It doesn't operate off of the unseen. Thank you, Glam. Thank you, Sabali. It doesn't operate from that place. And because it does not operate from from a faithful place, the higher vibrational place, thank you, Nikki, because it doesn't operate from there, it doesn't allow you to get all of the benefits of walking in faith. The other day we talked about faith. Faith is a bridge from faith builds bridges from where you are to where it is that you want to be. Faith is an energetic bridge builder that takes you from where you are right now in this moment to the place that you want to be. So as you are building up your armor, you need to incorporate faith in the matrix of the armor that you are putting around your energetic field, because it is faith that's going to allow you to see beyond the limitations of your physical eyes. So if you're planting seeds in your life for something new and something fresh, if you're planting seeds for something new and something fresh, thank you, A-Town. Thank you, Burke. As you're planting the seeds for something new and something fresh, what does that mean? Sometimes when you, no, not sometimes, but every time you plant a seed in the ground, it disappears. You can't see it. And if you put it in the ground and after a few days you don't see a sprout, well, what begins to happen? You sit there and you say, "Man, I don't even know if I don't even know if this gonna grow. I don't even know. I don't even understand this." And so your faith has to be activated in order to see beyond the limitations of the present moment. Because the present moment feedback is telling you the limitations of your eyes and ears. That report can only tell you what's factual. You have to be able to see beyond what your eyes and ears can see and hear, because they can only see what's in the present moment. Whereas your faith gives you sight and insight to see beyond the present moment and to see into a place that hasn't been there. Like my good friend James, he is a producer. He is a filmmaker. He's producing his first film project. He's in here right now. And in order for him to be successful and to move into spaces where he can begin to thrive and grow as a producer, as a director, he can't look at the present moment situation where, when actors aren't showing up when they need to be because they're amateur actors, when things are not falling into place as he would want them to fall in place, when the funds are low, but the vision is really, really high. It's not If he were to believe the reports of his eyes and ears, he would never move forward with the project. He would never move forward with the project. But because he is not bending to the reports of his eyes and ears, because what he sees right now is just a screen on with a computer with a bunch of footage that he is editing, and he's doing all of that stuff, and that's all you see. If he operated from only what he saw, he would not be encouraged and empowered to move beyond and to make sure that the series gets on Netflix or gets on some platform to where he can share his vision with the world and people can enjoy it outside of himself. And so the same thing is incumbent upon you. You have to be able to walk in a season of faith where you can look beyond the limitations of what is right now. Because if you believe in what you're looking at right now, then you may stop your forward momentum. Does that make sense to anybody? If that makes sense to anybody, put me in the chat. If that makes sense, put me in the chat. If that makes sense to you, put me in the chat. Thank you. So, a part of your armor is your faith. A part of your armor is your faith. It allows you to move beyond the limitations of your present moment vision, the short-sightedness. And again, so you got to have on the full armor. You got to have it on. James says, faith got me this far, and it's not going to leave you. And as long as you have faith as a part of your armor, you'll be moving in the right direction. You'll be fine. You'll be good. You'll be good. Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much, Wise, for that. I appreciate you. And so the other thing, when it comes to becoming bulletproof, you have to insulate yourself from those that would doubt you. If you have anyone in your space that is not in alignment with the vision that you have for yourself, I'm talking to my YouTube family. If you have anybody in your space, male, female, cat, dog, husband, wife, kids, mom, dad, it doesn't matter. If you have any one person in your space, you have to remove them. Or if you can't remove them, you're going to have to put an energetic shield, a vibrational shield. And I need you to visualize, see right now, just close your eyes just for a brief moment. And I need you to see an invisible barrier that is around you. In fact, you can see it like as a golden light around you. And as you see that golden light around you, that allows you to put yourself in a space where you are bulletproof. See yourself as protected energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, that you cannot be touched by any negativity. You have to see it. You have to see it. You have to embrace it. It becomes your armor. And a part of that program that I work with my athletes is that they literally are protected. They're protected. The other thing that you need to incorporate into your bulletproof self, you are not alone. You are not alone. That's right. Protect your peace. Protect your peace, Rebret. You are not alone. That's right, Wise. I did that about an hour ago. I surrounded myself with mirrors facing outward. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's good, Alina. Oh, I like that. That's good. That's great. That's beautiful visualization. Energetically, you have to protect yourself. Energetically, you have to protect yourself, and you need to surround yourself with people, places, and things that are in alignment with that new version of you. So again, if you have people in your space, that are not in alignment with what it is that you are looking to experience, the person you're becoming, you have to remove them. If you cannot remove them, you have to place that energetic space there. All right. So there's so many things that you can do. There's so many things but you have to visualize yourself as that person. And so when your environment is absolutely key. Faith is an intangible thing. And see that, Tamara, now you've been in here now. Now, faith can be, and so but remember, I wanted you all to hold faith as something very, very tangible, because I want you to hold onto faith as a tool that literally signals to the universe that you are ready. The moment you begin to use faith as a tool, faith is a tool that builds bridges, that allows you to access all kinds of amazing things, especially the higher, best versions of yourself. And faith has homeboys and a whole crew. Yes, faith is my armor. Faith ushers you into spaces that vibrationally you would never enter into without it. And so it's very vital that you absolutely do it. See, here's the thing, as we begin to wrap up today. No, you welcome, Tamara. Because we've been all taught that faith, what is that thing? Faith is the evidence of things not seen, and blah blah hope is the something something. See, I'm not the one that quotes all of the scripture absolutely perfectly. But I know faith is the thing of something and the hope of something and blah blah blah. So I get it. All of us were taught that. But I just want you, just for our conversations. Yeah, I'm close enough. I just want you to I want you to see faith as an actual tool that you can use to build the bridges to the thing that you want to experience for yourself. And that being mindful, as we talked throughout this week, that our environment is absolutely important. And as we're in that environment, sometimes we can't change our environment, but we can focus on ourselves. We can choose ourselves. And here's one, and we're going to wrap today up with loving yourself. Loving yourself just a bit more. Love in and of itself, too, is a vibrational frequency. I believe that love is the energy that binds this universe together. And when you incorporate faith and love in your energetic field, that makes you bulletproof. You begin to look at yourself with more compassion. The more you love yourself, the easier it is for you to commit to yourself. And usually when I do hypnosis sessions, I usually ground new commitments with self-love. And as you love yourself more, the more you love yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you value yourself. Because when you love something, you tend to value it. And the more you love something, the more you value it, the more you do what? The more you protect it. You protect that which is. You protect that which is valuable. So love is an amazing tool. Love is the power, an energetic matrix. It is a frequency that I believe it holds this universe together. And as it holds this together, when you begin to make commitments to become the better person, when you use the words, when you start speaking affirmations and you start speaking to yourself that I am rich, I am powerful, when you shift your identity and you start to see yourself in a different way, when you begin to hold the greater you as a possibility, how you commit to yourself, the greater commitment is going to always be grounded in how much you love yourself. Because the more you love yourself, the more you take care of yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you provide for yourself. The more you love yourself, the more you do what you do to be the best version of you. Because what is commitment? Commitment is doing the thing that you said that you were going to do long after the mood you set it in is gone. Commitment is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after the mood you say it in is gone. Thank you so much, Wild. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, Monique. And as you make a commitment to yourself to be the best version of you, keeping your word. And see, keeping your word is so important, Nikki. Keeping your word, the worst thing that you can do, and we do this every day, is to lie to yourself. Stop giving yourself excuses because you're creating kinks in your own armor. The most debilitating thing that you can do is to lie to yourself. When you say that you're going to do a thing for yourself, if you say, I'm going to get up and I'm going to exercise today. I'm going to get up and I'm going to start walking, or I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to eat more salads. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do this thing. Oh, you good, fine wine. I'm going to do this thing. And you make a commitment to yourself. The thing about it, once you make a commitment to yourself and you go back on that commitment, if you can lie to you, hold on now, come on, follow me here. If you have the ability to lie to yourself, how can you be mad when other people lie to you? How? Yeah, Jane, Burke, the virtual hypnosis experience is Tuesday the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you will lie to you, come on now, your subconscious mind expects other people to lie to you too. Thank you, Eva. See, here's the thing, and this is why the virtual hypnosis experience that we are hosting that we're hosting on the 23rd is really, really powerful. It is healing the inner child. And as you heal the inner child, thank you, Fine Wine, for those best pops. As you heal the inner child, you have to become the version of you that the inner child needed. Be the version of you that you need right now in this moment. Like feel that. Like there's something that you need. You know how you need somebody. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Amy, for my paper crane. You know who it is that you are. But when you lie to yourself, you literally are debilitating how you see yourself. If you will lie to yourself, if you won't, if you have to become the person that you need. Everybody wants to work with somebody that's integrous. Everybody wants to be in business with somebody that they can rely on. Everybody wants to be in business with somebody that does exactly what they say. Everybody wants to be connected in a relationship with somebody who is authentic and can be trusted. Everybody wants to be with somebody that makes them feel good. Everybody wants the best version of somebody else to be a part of their life. But the problem is, unfortunately, there's a kink in your own armor because you're not that person. The biggest goal that you can set for yourself is you set this armor up. And this is as we begin to wrap up today. Thank you, Wise. Become the version of you. Become the version of you that you need. If you need encouragement, be that. If you need kindness, be that. If you need love in your life, be loving. If you need integrity in your life, if you need someone that's integritous, you be the person that's integrous. If you need whatever you need, if you need giving, if you need care, if you need all of that, you become that person. Now watch this, because once you become the person, once you become that person, what do you think is going to happen? Once you become the person that you need most, you shift into a new identity. And as you shift into a new identity, you'll have new standards and boundaries. As you shift into that new identity, the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience, they create a resonance, the new resonance. They create a new frequency, and that new frequency is projected out into the quantum field. Come on now. And as that new thoughts, the new words, the new alignment, there you go, Jeanette. as that new thing. That's right, shine bright. Come on, wise. As that new version of you, the new words, the new thoughts, the new actions, the new emotions, as they are creating that new vibrational frequency, it's projected out into the quantum field. And as that new signal is being sent out into the quantum field, the universe, the quantum field reflects it back to us as renewed. That's right. That's right, Monique. A renewed you. You have a renewed you. And as you have a renewed you, you have a renewed reality. Because as within, so without. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, that you're shifting and growing to and becoming in here, the outside is going to begin to match. And see, here's the problem. Here's a good. I'm gonna give you a clue, and I'm gonna let you right know. It's a disclaimer. The more you begin to change who you are on the inside, you become to have new standards and boundaries. And because you have new standards and boundaries and you operate from a new place of reality, the universe is going to give you places, give you situations, people, synchronicities, opportunities that are in alignment with the new version of you. Now, here's the problem for many of you. You have people, places, and things, environments that are no longer in alignment with the new you. And as my old mentor used to say, Wayne Dyer, he would say, when you zig, they will zag. New relationships will begin to form as old relationships fall away. Just as we move from one season to the next. As we wrap today up, we got about 11K on there. Now I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get there. Just as the seasons change. Thank you, Trinity. You know I like to see them fire in there. As seasons change, as seasons change, leaves, as we move into fall, as we moved into fall, seasons change. The leaves begin to fall from the tree. That's right, go higher. Leaves begin to fall from the tree. And as leaves begin to fall from the tree, that reminds us that sometimes as we move into new seasons in our life, old relationships fall away. Old environments fall away. Old connections fall away. Old business arrangements fall away. Old jobs fall away. As we move into fall, then you'll have a season right after fall where everything is looking bleak because nothing is working, nothing is growing, but it's making room for the new. I'm trying to get you there. I'm trying to get you there. I'm trying to get you there. The old shall fall away to make room for the new. So yes, those old relationships will fall away. The old business arrangements will fall away. The old house, the old car. So don't be afraid when things begin to fall away. Oh, the out versions of you. Oh, yeah. But see, the reason, see, Elena, the reasons why all of this is happening is because you begin to walk into a new you. And in order for the new you to experience from an external perspective what it is that you are new in, the external begins to fall away. Hey, Lisa T, good to see your own superstar. It begins to fall away. You have your late slip. Go on and give your late slip. Yeah, if I want to take your late slip. You got your late slip. All right. But as we do this, understand, especially as we close out the week with this topic, as things fall away, they fall away to make room for the new friends, for the new relationships, the new significant other, the new house, the new business opportunities, the new book, the new thing, all of the newness that comes with spring. Yeah, I'm gonna hold you. Listen. Going on back there to the back. All of those things that come with spring. The spring of your life is coming. You might be in the winter of your life right now. It might look a little ugly, but don't believe the reports of your eyes and ears, because if you go out there and you look at it, you be like, Lord have mercy, there ain't nothing growing, ain't nothing happening. You just in the winter. It's just the season for that. Old things fall away to make room for the new. You got hamburger issues to deal with. I listen, Elena, that's perfectly fine. Old things are falling away. And as old things are falling away, it's clearing for the new. And so put on the armor. A part of your armor is got to be that faith. It's got to be that, and that self-dialogue and that talk as you continue to live in that old space. Remember that good stuff will come, good things are coming because the old has fallen away, because you're not the same person anymore. You have new standards, you have new boundaries. Definitely fall and winter over here. No, I understand it. And sometimes it's cold and it don't feel good. It doesn't feel good. But guess what? You're going to continue to move. We're going to continue to love on each other up in here. We're going to hold each other's hand as we're along this journey, becoming a better version of ourselves. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to continue to do that. And as we're at 95. Let's go ahead. Listen, we're getting ready to kick off. We're getting ready to kick off our party. So again, thank y'all so much. I truly appreciate it. Hold on. Don't y'all go anywhere. I'm gonna say thank you and to our people on here on YouTube. Thank you so much for being on with us today. My name is A.D. Robertson. And yes, I am your success coach. And I truly appreciate you for hanging out with us, my new YouTube family. So continue to be here. We will be back next week. Next week, Monday, because we're on here every day from Monday through Friday from 12 to 2 with an amazing conversation where we love on each other, we support each other, and we become the best version of ourselves. So I am going to begin to, we're going to close this out because on TikTok, we about to have our little after party and do our little thing because y'all don't like music over here on the YouTube because y'all be violating people and all kinds of stuff like that. Much love, much love. We'll see y'all later.